Hello and welcome once again in Chapter 6 from Triple I channel from the CCNA course. This is Sajjad Ghafouri for the sixth time in the sixth chapter. It has been like a month, maybe more than a month. Everyone is asking in the comments, where have you been? Where is it will Chapter 6 be released? And there is also Chapter 7, and there is an Arabic course, another one. Also, Chapter 6 and 7 are not published yet. Yes, I'm sorry. It has been a long time. It has been a month. I was out for a boot camp for Juniper Networks in Dubai. I was working a lot for my work, business, home, etc. And also, a lot of things have been happened. Chapter 6 is a wireless network fundamental, so it's a wireless LANs and wireless networks and entirely new thing that to be added in the CCNA course or the CCNA certificate, because before there was a CCNA wireless exam and the CCNA wireless course and fundamentals and the official certificate guide and a completely a complete book, another certificate guide, which is another official book from Cisco and exam, etc., with some theoretical and practical sides. And it was huge, big certificate. So that has been deleted in the new CCNA, and what has been replaced is a chapter. There's only chapter 6 to be added in this course. That's it. So now we have chapter 6, which is wireless network fundamentals. It will be a big chapter, actually. It will be huge. I thought that it should be like few talks about some wireless fundamentals that you should not have like deep dive in it, because in the CCNP exam you have the CCNP in core exam, which has a lot of wireless concepts and configuration implementation in it. There is a dedicated exam, one of the concentration exams in the CCNP, called an a wireless design exam. Another exam, a third one, is called a wireless implementation exam. So like you'll have, maybe you can pass through like two exams only for wireless networks, and the in-core also have some dedicated wireless chapter in it. So there is a ton of wireless information in the CCNP enterprise. So maybe the CCNA has only some fundamentals, but I found out that I must study, mention, and talk, describe, interpret a lot of things in this chapter, in chapter 6 right now. Okay, by the way, right now we are in March. From February up to March, this month or these 5 weeks that I have been recording at all, during this period, a lot of things happened. The exam has been officially released. Let's talk like about for 1 or 2 minutes for the exam right now. The exam, which is the new one that we are preparing for, I'm sorry, that we are introducing a course about, is the 200-301. This exam, it's becoming like other vendors exams from the CCNA concept, is almost totally different from the previous CCNA 200-125. The differences is now the rumors and some peoples and friends that I know and some online publishers, some people who are vloggers on the internet, YouTube, Facebook, etc., social media, or LinkedIn, are saying, all of them are stating the same thing, is that the new exam is about 100 question. The previous one was from 50 up to 60, 62 was from 48 up to 62. As an average, you will achieve like you will have like from 55 to 58 or 59 question. This was the old exam. Right now we have 100 question in the exam. Yeah, 100 question in 2 hours, the same time period. It hasn't been changed. The old exam has 2 hours of exam duration. The new exam also have 2 hours of exam duration. 100 question again. All of them are theoretical questions. No labs, no config. You will not use your keyboard. That's it. So this is just like, actually, if you were about to talk of another vendor, then Juniper Networks, those guys with the green shirts on my right, all of those 6 certificates or all of those 6 exams behind me right now, those green ones on the right, all of them are written. Which says written, I mean total written. All the questions are about theoretical, multi-choice questions, maybe drag and drop, other things, true and false, etc. So in the new CCN is becoming like the same thing. It's about 100 question, no labs, no config at all. But labs might show up because the exam has just been released like 2 weeks ago. Then that's it. Okay, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Then we cannot really be assured or guarantee that you will never face labs in the exam, but basically, or the few people who have examined this new exam right now, all of them are confirming it's about 100 question and there is no labs or any practical side. So that's it. But all of them had also confirmed the same thing, that the exam, those 100 questions are covering everything, starting from the fundamentals, layer 2, layer 3, IP services, security, up to right now what we are about to study, which is the wireless networks and the automation and programmability. So 100 questions are not concentrating on some topics, on neglecting others. No, they are covering everything. And that is good, because just in case you said, I will pass the exam without studying automation because I don't like this new thing, you probably might not pass the exam, and that's good because you must study it. You'll become certified in CCNA, the new CCNA. You'll achieve the new badge, and your certificate date of examination will be after February 24th, 2020. So every company will assume that you have an idea about all the new topics. So you must study all the new topics. And I'm doing my best to introduce all the new topics with everything that Cisco mentioned in their new blueprints in both languages that I can speak until now, which are English and Arabic. Just hope I have had some more time to study even more languages and can reproduce the course in other languages like maybe French, Chinese, or the most or top token speaking languages in the world. So anyway, this is the new chapter 6. The slides will be uploaded right now to the video. The first video will come with the slides. I believe in the English course it will be video number 70 or 71, such thing. Yeah, I have talked a lot and I've recorded a lot of hours until now. Also, my new CCNA certification I have received. All those 5 are new. I have received the new CCNA. I have received the 3 specialist certifications and the new CCNP Enterprise instead of my old 5 exams that I had, which were 3 CCNAs and 2 CCNPs. Right now I have a single CCNA, a single CCNP, and 3 specialist badges or certificates. Like you can see, they are 5. Okay, so without further talk, I have talked a lot about those. We will start with chapter 6 right now. Okay, chapter 6 will be about wireless networks. Will be about in detail or deeply what is happening between 2 points if there was no wire between them. The absence of wired networks, of the absence of LAN, but they have to connect. The perfect scenario that we used to talk about in all the 5 previous chapters were like maybe your computer, this guy here is connected like to a switch that is connected maybe to another switch. This is the router that will connect you to the internet. This router also is connected to a switch, but that's it. For some reasons, maybe for some like tons of reasons that may avoid me or will deny me from extending a cable here. Maybe it will be a long distance. Maybe this one in a building, those guys are here in a building, and those other guys are in another building and have like no permissions from the government to extend the cable in the street, or there's no way that I can extend the cable to the street. Maybe these buildings are adjacent, but according to the topology there are no fiber optics or any underlay cables or wired connectivity underground. So what will happen? We will use the wireless, no wires at all. Okay, so there will be a wireless connection between this guy and this guy over here. This one will be connected to some source of device that will send some frequencies to this other one that will receive some frequencies. What will happen in this chapter will be a lot of details about everything that is happening just between these two. Yes, because wireless network is not establishing a wirelessly network, an entire network that doesn't have wires at all. Wireless network is that having a solution for a small part in your network that cannot have some cables extended, then I will use wireless networking just in this part, and that's it. This part in the end will go directly connected to the switches, to the wired network, to the LAN. So wireless networks are just a small part of of my entire network, of my entire LAN network. You can imagine that in this way. It's not a WAN network, it's a part of the LAN network. So it's not just even a complete LAN, where like you have your devices are wirelessly connected to a wireless switch that is wirelessly connected to a wireless router. This wireless router is wirelessly connected to a wireless cloud using BGP and to the internet, and that's it. So that's it. This world lives without any cables at all. You will see cables are still exist, routers and switches are still exist. Only what we will do is that we will do some new devices, and they are only two devices, the access point and the wireless controller. And sometimes you will not use the wireless controller. You will only use an access point, which is the AP, and connect it with a cable to the switch. But that's it. So it's really small part of your network that doesn't use wires, and the rest are using wires. Maybe the 90% or 80-70% of your network, all of them are using wires, the same topology of the other networks. Yeah, but why this chapter is big? Because I must mention everything, and Cisco has mentioned a lot in their blueprints, and from those a lot are some configurations. So we will use backtracer a bit in this chapter. Yes, there will be backtracer. I will show you how wireless network devices looks like, how you can access them actually. The most preferred thing that Cisco always prefers in the previous CCNA wireless and in this new certificate in this chapter is that you access all the wireless network devices, which are only the access point and the WLC, the controller. By the way, I have talked about access point and the WLC controller in chapter 1 in the network devices. Okay, so just in case you have watched chapter 1, then you will now have a full idea about what are those devices and what's their role in the network. And I will talk again about those fully detailed in this chapter again. So again, what I was talking about, I've lost things. Okay, so those access point and WLC, what Cisco always prefers and recommends for you to get inside those devices, configure them using GUI, graphic user interface, not the CLI like we have did before in the previous chapters, starting from chapter 2 up to chapter 5. We have always used CLI in the backtracer to configure devices. Right now, those wireless network devices do support CLI, most of them, but they are preferred to be configured using the GUI. That's it. It's a marketing thing, or Cisco wants you to do that, or that's a thing. The other thing is that since those devices are like they are I can say, since those devices are maybe making or are a small part of my entire network, and they are doing simple thing, they are not doing those routing protocols, they are not doing those layer 3 and layer 4 processing, etc., then their configuration should be simple, and it should not be like commands that you should memorize. It will be a graphic user interface with some checkbox to click and unclick, hit apply, and that's it. You have everything you want of connectivity, protection, quality of service profiles, etc. That's it. As simple as that. So it's Cisco is right here to recommend the GUI instead of the CLI. So in this video, it has been a lot actually. I don't want to make this video like an hour. This should be enough. In the upcoming video, I will start directly with the wireless principles, and we will talk a lot about wireless, because you will see when you download these slides of chapter 6, they are 19 page, 19 slide. Yes, they have a lot of talk, a lot of things that you need to know, but they are useful. You will not get bored. I did not get bored. Okay, I hope you will also will not get bored about that. So thanks for watching until now, and we will start in the upcoming video directly with the new, let's erase this, with the new wireless principles and the 6.1 subject of chapter 6. So thanks again and goodbye.